Robbie Lawler is a known name in the MMA world and has brought entertainment to fans across the world. He's known for being an incredibly nice guy, but turns into a monster inside the ring. In his own words, "I just flipped a switch and then it's time to go." In this video, we'll talk about Robbie's career highlights, his life outside of MMA, career earnings, and what's next for the fighter. Before we begin, thanks for all the support in making this channel amazing. If you haven't already, take a second to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Now let's get started. Career highlights. MMA fans believe that Robbie "Ruthless" Lawler has done enough to cement himself as a top 5 welterweight of all time in the UFC. He's had incredible fights in the octagon with wins over other top brass such as Rory McDonald, Josh Kuszczak, Johnny Hendricks, and Matt Brown. Along the way, the famed fighter has amassed an incredible set of accomplishments and championships. Here's just a few. UFC welterweight champion with 2 successful title defenses. Fighter of the Year in 2014 and 2015. 2014 Fighter of the Year at UFC 171 vs Johnny Hendricks. 2015 Fight of the Year at UFC 189 against Rory McDonald. Looking over the past decade of fights for Robbie, it's clear that his resume speaks for itself. However, what stands out is Lawler's passion for fighting in the ring whenever needed. He was brought up to fight against Neil Magny on short notice and gave a great performance. And the UFC has rewarded him well with another fight against the popular Nick Diaz. Out of all these fights, which one was particularly impressive to you? And do you think, given that he's reaching the end of his career, he's had enough to challenge for the title again? Life outside MMA. Robbie Lawler has kept up with his mixed martial arts training, but has also had to balance that time out with his wife and kids. He's married to Marcia Lawler, and together they have a son. This family lives in Florida, close to where Lawler trains out of Sanford MMA. It's quite a cush life for them in the sunny areas of Florida, where the beach is just a couple miles down the road. And that's about it. Lawler hasn't really pursued opportunities outside of mixed martial arts. Sure, he's been part of other promotions, but he hasn't been in movies or created his own liquor brand like others in the sport. It's likely that he'll continue training out of Sanford MMA and possibly become a coach or trainer in the future. Given his resume, I expect a lot of the young talent looking to learn from the ruthless fighter. Career earnings and net worth. Oh yeah, remember when I mentioned that Robbie Lawler has been rewarded well by the UFC? Here's what I mean. In his last 10 fights, Lawler has consistently earned more than $200,000 for his fights. That's an incredible accomplishment given that the average UFC fighter makes $150,000 in a year. Lawler's 2 biggest fights came after winning the Fighter of the Year award in 2015. His fight with Carlos Condit at UFC 195 netted him $590,000. This included a $500,000 guaranteed purse to show and an additional $90,000 in bonus and sponsorship money. The fight after, at UFC 205, Robbie would see a loss on his resume to Tyron Woodley, but still ended up taking home over $500,000. Although it's estimated that this fighter has earned upwards of $5 million, he's not done yet. Given his fight against Nick Diaz, he's probably going to continue earning millions of dollars in the UFC or another promotion. We'll see whether Father Time will get the best of Lawler, or if he can pull it together for another run in his division. What's next? Lawler is in his late 30s, and many think he won't be giving up on the MMA ring anytime soon. He's scheduled to fight Nick Diaz, and aside from that, Lawler has been in discussions to return back to the UFC as well as other promotions. Even he has said it himself, "I just enjoy competing and hanging out with all my buddies in the gym and getting ready." That shows that the love and dedication to this game isn't gone yet for him, and he's gonna be back. We've also seen the crossover of fighters into the boxing world, and starting with Tyron Woodley in his fight against Jake Paul. We also shouldn't forget Anderson Silva and the success he's had boxing as well. Is there a world where you see Robbie Lawler doing something similar? He's had an incredible fan base and clearly has passion to continue competing. Do you think Robbie Lawler should be earning as much as he has given his tenure in the UFC? Would you be doing something else with the $5 million other than putting it back into training? Let us know what you think about this fighter and his lifestyle as well as net worth. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on Knockout TV.